Kuwa mkono ambao unalima ardhi, mlango wa kulima, kuwa mshindi, kuwa na uhakika sasa, kulea mustakabali wa baadaye. Tufanye kazi pamoja na tukue pamoja, kuimarisha Kenya ni jukumu la Kenya.
Hello there, this is Farm Kenya Show right here on KTN, and today we are talking about infusion of culture and value addition. What value addition brings into the different products that we have in the farm. We'll be speaking to one farmer and she will be showing us about what all this is all about. And today we'll get to learn how you as a farmer at home can make sure that those products that you have at home are used into different other products that can be put on the market. My name is Kelvin Yakundi. Let's get right into it. All right, thank you so much for joining us today. So let's start from the basics, look at what really motivated you to get into this kind of agribusiness. Let me call it that.
Looking for a healthier way for people to treat themselves and to indulge in tradition. That's why I started. Also just for a healthier body.
Okay. And when you look at, since you started up to now, how long has it been and how has the journey been?
The journey has been a roller coaster. It's been 3 years, but I am so grateful. A lot of exposure, a lot of growth. I've learned a lot, not just about myself, but through other people doing similar businesses as myself.
Okay. And in this kind of business, when someone gets into this kind of business, is it something that someone needs to put all their time in, or it's something that you can do on the side, like maybe a hobby, you know?
You can start with your hobby. Just make time for it. It doesn't require a lot of time, especially when you do something that you love. That shouldn't get in your way of you starting.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And now let's get right into, of course, the kinds of products that you have here. Let's start with the nuts. First of all, the types of nuts that you have and what went into the thought of having these particular nuts that you have.
Okay, I do almonds, cashews, and macadamias. I think you tasted some earlier. Maybe you can tell us how it was. What made me start was the combination of salty and sweet. And I wanted to also use cacao powder in my products as well. So that's what got me experimenting. I tried with many experiments before I landed on this product. Yeah.
So the cashew
nut. I use almonds. I use macadamias as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So these are the only ones that you'd want to use, or can you use maybe others? Or these ones are
I can use others, but let me be honest, I've not explored yet. Also because of people's palate preference. Like the macadamias don't move as fast as the cashews. The cashews, a week won't even last with them on the shelf, but the macadamias take some time. So it's also the preference of people.
So when it comes to value addition, especially on the nuts that you've said that you have, the almonds, the cashew nuts, when it comes to value addition, what do you usually look at? Do you look at the healthier side, or you look at, okay, this is going to taste well or good for someone?
I look at the healthier side of it and how it's prepared. I do roast the nuts myself. I don't fry them. I get all the nuts myself. I roast them myself, and then I prepare the chocolate coating myself. So I do everything from start to finish to ensure that everything is well prepared. Yeah.
All right. So when it comes to the nuts, what are you looking at in terms of the quality of the nut? Because sometimes you might buy nuts, and you know nuts are known for aflatoxins most of the time. So when you're going to get the nuts, you can tell us a little bit about what you're looking at, the requirements. Do you have a specific maybe type of nut that will work well with whatever you're doing?
I look at the size of the nut that I'm buying. Sometimes the smaller the nut, the sweeter. But in my case, it's not always that way. I found that working with the bigger ones it gives you more of a flavor, even a crunch. So I look at those things, and then I also look at where it's grown. The cashew nuts that we get from Tanzania taste very different from the ones that you get in Kilifi. And I think that's on account of the soil. So for me, my preference, depending on what's on the market, but honestly, I would honestly go for the Tanzanian nut. Yeah, because of the size and the soil, the quality.
All right. And also still on the nuts, when you look at the regions around Kenya, because now you've said the cashew nuts, you get them from Tanzania
Or Kilifi.
or Kilifi.
Yeah.
So these others, do you have other areas or other regions within Kenya that you get the nuts from?
For now, no. I have not explored, I've not looked into that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I also get my nuts, I source them from fellow vendors who I do markets with. Yeah, so we also connect each other to see how we can source these things, because there's no way I'm getting my product from Tanzania every week with my budget. So I get them from fellow vendors as well. Yeah.
All right. Very well explained. Now, with the nuts, would you recommend someone to value add in terms of maybe try something that they've never done before, like maybe the chocolate coating that you've done, the other ones? So can you recommend other different ways of value adding on the nuts?
Like to try something that they've never
Yes,
tried before.
yes.
Like most people wouldn't even think of adding salt and coconut to chocolate. So it's something new. Test your palate. See what's out there. You never know. You might just enjoy it. Plus, it's not processed. There's no added chemicals in any of my products. So it's good for you.
Now that we've seen the nuts and you've told us about the coating, the value addition, of course we have to taste.
Yes.
Yeah, so let's sample some and then we'll go on.
Okay. So here are chocolate covered nuts.
Okay.
These ones are 55%. You can try some.
55% of
Cacao.
Of cacao.
White cacao,
Okay.
yeah. We do them until 80% and 90%, depending on the customer's preference.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna taste this so that we see what really is in this. So you've said there's chocolate,
There's coconut.
and salt.
And salt, yes.
Okay.
The cashews are roasted. Yeah, they are not fried.
They're really nice. There's a taste. It's sweet and then it's also salty.
Yeah.
The sweet and sour. Really nice.
Yeah.
So these ones are from Tanzania.
Yes, the nuts, yes.
Okay.
And the cacao powder, I get them from an elderly man who plants his own cacao in Vihiga County. And he produces the cacao butter and the powder as well. And there's a very long waiting line because it's very rare for people to find people who plant cacao in Kenya.
Okay.
Yeah, so I do source from him to incorporate it into the chocolate covered nuts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now that you've mentioned that, when you look at the seasons in the year that we have, I believe not every time you'll get the nuts in all seasons.
Yeah.
So you can also tell us how you work when it comes to different seasons and how they behave.
Okay, I've been doing this for a couple of years now, so I've got to learn the pattern even of the market. So I also stock my stock depending on the season. Like if I know I'm not going to be able to get the hibiscus flowers during the rainy season, I'll ensure that I have like my 50 kg bag somewhere waiting. So I always stock up in advance. Yeah.
Okay. Very well explained. I've seen you have other different products here.
Yes.
So all these are nuts, right?
These are the moringa granola. These all are nuts.
Moringa granola.
Yes, but these do have the nuts and seeds.
Let's look at also the granola as well,
Yeah.
because now you've mentioned the granola. So first of all, when it comes to granola, I believe a value addition on granola is a lot.
Yeah.
You can use it on very many things. So first of all, what motivated you to even include granola in this particular mix? Because it's a mix of cashew nuts, I've seen granola. Yeah. So how did this come about?
Okay, everyone knows granola. Granola has been around for a very long time. But for me, I was looking for an easier way to consume moringa powder. Moringa it tastes like raw kunde, raw grass in your mouth. So I was looking for an easier way to help, take in those nutrients, because moringa being a superfood you do need it. You can survive literally on a week on just moringa and water if you wanted to. So that's what inspired me to come up with the granola.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with that the way you've put them like that together, what's the health benefit when you're looking at it, and how does it help if someone gets maybe say a quarter of this on their plate?
Yeah.
And they have it for breakfast. What does that look like in terms of health?
Actually, the beauty about the moringa granola, you just need 2 teaspoons a day. That's all you need, and you stay fuller for longer. Because moringa also expands in the stomach. The oats, the chia seeds, all that is expanding in your stomach. At the same time, the moringa is cleansing your stomach. So I would really encourage people to start on such a meal. You start your day like that. You don't think about food until it's past lunchtime.
Okay.
And it keeps you going. The healthy fibers, the vitamins, nutrients, yeah.
And where do you usually get your granola? And what do you look at when you are trying to say, okay, this is the right one that I'll use, this is a bad one? What shows you that granola is really good?
I make the granola myself from scratch to finish. From the oats, I have some ingredients there which I will show you from start to finish on how I prepare it. Yeah.
Okay.
So I look at the quality. I prepare everything myself. If something is not fresh to standard, I would add it to the batch.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Very well explained, and I've learned very many things you need to do by yourself.
Yes. Yeah.
By yourself.
Yeah.
And do you use any chemicals?
No. No. To be honest, the only chemical that I would say I use is cane sugar. Yeah.
Okay.
Other than that, there's no chemicals that goes into any of my products.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So let's move to this particular side. What do we have here?
This is fresh raw honey from the Kakamega forest. Yeah, it's not been treated. It's straight from the hive to the jar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you preserve it, and what helps you just keep it on the shelf?
Honey as a natural food can stay for up to 2 years, if I'm not wrong, if kept properly in a cool, dark place and tight in a air jar. That's fresh, pure honey. Yeah, you don't need to add any preservatives to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And now let's move also and look at the famous hibiscus.
Hibiscus.
So this is where I want you to now explain to us, because I got to taste the juice earlier.
Yeah.
There's also the fermented one and the tea. Really good. So let's look at the hibiscus and what, first of all, the requirements when you're searching for or when you're getting the hibiscus.
Okay.
And what goes into now making the hibiscus, and what does maybe someone at home who wants maybe to get into hibiscus type of agribusiness or farming, what they need to do?
Okay. When it comes to making the hibiscus, I do grow the flowers myself. I source them, I dry them and clean them myself. I noticed something about many people before they prepare their hibiscus tea. They don't wash their hibiscus flowers. People need to wash their flowers because these things, they're dried on the ground, birds do all sorts of things to them, and they're very sandy. Yeah, so most people don't wash, and that's why many people tend not to like hibiscus, because probably you haven't tasted a clean batch before. So I prepare everything myself. I don't use electricity in my products, by the way. I forgot to mention.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't use gas. I do everything outside the kienyeji way.
The kienyeji way.
Yes, the kienyeji
explains
way.
Culture, right?
Yeah, culture.
Okay, we'll also get into that.
Yeah. So from washing the flowers to sourcing the fruits that I use in the making of the juice, I do everything by hand, and everything is done on a weekly basis, twice a week actually. From the washing of the fruits, washing of the flowers, washing of the bottles. Yeah. It's a slow process, but it's an enjoyable one.
Okay.
When you see it coming together.
All right.
Yeah.
So before we even get to the flower and how you dry them and everything, let's go to the farm, look at the hibiscus, how you grow, what goes into taking care of the hibiscus plant, and how do you harvest. Yeah, you can start first of all how you grow it. Yeah.
Okay. Hibiscus is a very easy plant to grow. It's very manageable because in around 6 to 7 months, you can actually harvest the flower, the raw hibiscus flower. But of course, you need to give the plant time to mature before you start harvesting it. The challenging part about after harvesting is the drying. To keep on turning and make sure they don't get moldy and, remove the seeds in good time. Those are the challenging bits that I have. And unfortunately, as much as people want the fresh flower, they're very perishable. They're very, very perishable. It's not easy to come across a fresh hibiscus flower. I think that's hence why you've never seen one before. Many people don't know what it looks like.
Yeah, we just know hibiscus
They all
tea.
assume it's the pink flower that grows in people's
Remember
gardens.
what I was telling you? It was, I just said it's a flower, but I've never seen it.
Yeah.
But at least today I've gotten to see how it looks.
Yeah.
And the dried one.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I enjoy educating people about the hibiscus. Yeah, because most people actually, when they come to me to try my product, it's their first time. It's their first time trying hibiscus. Yeah.
Okay. So and for it to mature in the farm, how long does that take?
Around 6 to 7 months.
6 to 7 months.
6 to 7 months, yeah.
Okay. And when it comes to what conditions does it grow under?
It loves water and it loves space. It loves more of a tropical weather, I would say. Yeah.
So someone in the dry areas.
No, you'd have to keep on watering. In places like Nyanza, in Meru, the hibiscus thrives because it's more of a tropical weather climate. Yeah.
Okay. Now, let's come to the harvesting part and look at how you get the flowers and what does the storage look like? Because you mentioned something about the perishability or that whole aspect and how it goes and what mistakes very many people do. Yes.
Yeah. Some of the mistakes people would do is after they pluck them off the tree or the shrub, they stack them on top of each other and just push them aside and say, let's wait for tomorrow before we attend to them. They're very perishable. Like within hours, they've started going bad. So you need to start spreading them in good time. You don't avoid washing them because water makes fruit and things rot faster. Yeah.
Okay.
They're very, very perishable.
And now let's look at the storage because now you've said if you're washing them, make sure you don't put them on the side.
Yeah, like don't pile them on top of each other, to get soggy. They need to air dry.
So how do you air dry yours?
Like on a mesh or a net. Yeah, or you see the system they use to dry maize or beans. Similar. But now with hibiscus, you need to keep turning them so that they don't get moldy, they don't get withered really badly. Yeah.
So you don't just put them on the...
It's like cooking with the sun. Yeah, you use the sun to dry them, cooking in the sun.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for how long? For like a day or two?
Depending on the sun. Yeah, depending on, because sometimes within a week they're dry and they're well. Sometimes it could take a little longer, depending on the weather. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
and they're not supposed to be rained on.
Yeah, they're not supposed to be rained on. Yeah. Always remember, keep them out of the rain. Yeah.
All right. So after you've dried them, they're dry and they're ready for now use.
Yeah.
What is the next process?
We transport them in these big gunias, and then they come to me. After they come to me, I do use them in the preparation of the juice, or I package them the way they're packaged there. Yeah. We've experimented with different packaging sizes, and for me, I feel that's ideal for a family or someone living alone. Any bigger than that would be ridiculous.
So like the ones that we have on the tray here.
Yeah.
If someone would take the tray, how long do you think they'll use the flowers that are there for?
Like that, you living alone, if you live alone, that would take you even a year.
A year?
Yeah, because it takes a few petals to make 1 cup of tea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And assuming you're drinking the tea every day. Yeah.
Okay. And now speaking of value addition as well on the hibiscus, is there maybe a time when you would say someone can grind the hibiscus and use it maybe in powder form? And do you think that one will maybe make the quality a bit different?
Yeah, it does make the quality a bit different, in my opinion. But everyone has their own preference. The powder form, most people will grind it into powder to make it for facial products. I have seen that before. like lipsticks and things like that, which is okay. But in terms of cooking, use the full flour to get all its nutrients and everything.
Okay. Now, in terms of getting to the market and looking at the dynamics, especially the prices, so far in Kenya, what are some of the challenges that someone who's dealing in an agri-business like yours would encounter? And now that you've gotten the flowers, you've dried them, you've packaged them, and now you need to get them to the market.
Yeah, getting into the market is a bit tricky, especially for small businesses when you don't have your kebs. It's quite difficult, so you rely on your phone, your online sales, or these small pop-up markets to get you by, and that's not a daily thing. So that's quite a challenge. Yeah, if there was an easier way to help and guide small farmers and small businesses to access these kebs,
Yes.
yeah, it would really help.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now let's get to the culture bit. I'm really interested.
The culture.
So now, you don't cook using electricity?
No.
So you'll also explain to us how you do that, and how also there's the storage part and everything else. So first of all, where did this whole idea of you embracing the culture start from?
I've always loved my culture. My parents have always taught us about our culture. We've always eaten food from home. Yeah, I would rather eat at home than eat elsewhere. So that's where it started. Yeah, and then how I started preparing using no electricity. I needed to earn the money and make a savings and cut costs.
Okay.
But altogether, it still added to the flavor of my products. Yeah.
So what do you use in place of electricity?
If not charcoal, wood.
Okay.
Yeah.
If not charcoal, wood.
Yes.
And putting the flowers under the sun, because you said that's also a form of cooking.
True.
What quality that does it bring in?
The sun. Drying it, sterilizing it, because the sun does kill these microbes and things, so it sterilizes it.
So people who use electricity and people who don't use electricity, especially in maybe products like what we've seen or like what we have here, what is the expected outcome? Because I believe you've tasted something that electricity has passed through the electricity.
There is a difference in taste. It's I don't know. There's something that just makes it feel home.
Okay.
Yeah. Or maybe it's us connecting with our roots and we just don't know it yet. Yeah. Because I think you'd prefer ugali cooked on a 3 stones than in an electric cooker.
Oh yes, always.
Yeah.
And with the maize that has been, ground,
Yeah.
not the shop.
There's something about the natural earthy taste of things. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Now we've spoken about the nuts and the hibiscus.
Yeah.
So what else do you have here? A product that you have that you usually value add on as well?
The instant fermented porridge.
The instant fermented porridge.
Yes.
You can tell us a little bit about the instant fermented porridge, and then now when we come back after the break, we will look at all these processes. Yes.
Okay. Instant fermented porridge. This is part of my tradition, like I told you. It's something you eat as a snack or for breakfast, and it's very high in probiotics. It's made purely from maize flour, but you can barely even tell. It looks like.
So how do you use this instant fermented porridge?
It's porridge for breakfast.
So you put
can eat
in
it
water?
first thing of the day. Yeah. Hot boiling water, and then you add a sweetener of your choice. It could be sugar, honey. Add your nuts. Yeah.
This is really nice.
Very high in probiotics.
Very high in probiotics.
Yeah.
So what is made from what is in here?
Maize flour.
Only maize flour.
Maize flour. That's all.
Okay. So what has the maize flour? What has been done to the maize flour?
The maize flour is fermented first, and then it's roasted over an open fire to achieve that color. That texture. Yeah.
Okay, so there's no sweetener, there's nothing.
No, nothing.
Okay, this is interesting.
Yeah.
This is interesting. You'll show us
Yes, I will.
when we come from the break and then look at exactly what this is all about. And now, when you look at this particular type of value addition, are there any other different ways that you would advise farmers who grow crops and maybe a farmer harvests a huge amount, like you said, the hibiscus flowers, a huge amount, and then you don't have anywhere to take them.
Yeah.
So what would you advise a farmer to do in terms of maybe adding value on the different products that comes from the farm?
Don't go far from home. Yeah, you never know what your neighbor can do with your product, or how your neighbor can help you utilize your product. Yeah, don't go far from home.
Right, you've heard it from Ines herself. Don't go far from home. I mean, all that you have at home, do something with that. Also, look at the neighbors around. They might help as well. We're going to go for a short break, but remember, when we come back, we're going to look at these processes: hibiscus tea, the juice. We're also going to be looking at the different kinds of ways of value addition. Don't go too far. We'll be back with more. All right, welcome back. And today, remember, we are speaking about culture and value addition and how all this come into place. And we are here with Ines, who is a very good agribusiness lady here, showing us a little bit about value addition on different products from the farm and what they do in our daily lives. All right, so before we went for a break, we were speaking about some fermentation, some porridge,
Yes.
and granola, and how it helps.
Yeah.
So you can show us what we have here and tell us what goes into what, so that at least we see how all this comes about.
Okay, right here we have some of the ingredients that I use, or most of the ingredients that I use for the moringa granola, which you haven't yet tasted.
Okay, I want to taste that one as well.
Here it is. It comes in two sizes. We have a self-pack size and a family pack.
Okay.
Here you go. So it's sweetened with molasses.
Ah, okay.
It has a combination of nuts and seeds and oats. You can,
Really nice.
yeah, you can put it on your yogurt, in your mala, in your ice cream, depending on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this one is something also that you've mixed with like what we had the other time, we had seen.
No, this is a bit different. The only similarity it has, actually, there's nothing. There's no similarity because this has nuts and seeds and fruits. Yeah, I use some moringa powder infused in the granola to give it that health aspect. That's why the moringa is so special. The granola is special because of the moringa powder.
Yes.
So I roast the cashews myself.
And these ones are the ones from Tanzania.
Yeah, you can see how big and chunky they are.
They are very big and chunky.
Yeah. I use groundnuts, which I've roasted as well, and removed the skin because the skin can be a bit coarse and bitter. Yeah.
Okay. And I also tasted millet when I was tasting it. Or what was it?
That's the chia seeds.
Oh, the chia seeds.
That's the chia seeds and the sesame seeds as well.
Okay.
I use dry oat, which I've roasted as well. You need to cook the oats. I don't know why people don't cook your oats before you make granola. So these are roasted.
These are roasted.
Yeah, they are roasted.
Yeah, because many people don't do that.
Yeah. So they're roasted for easier digestion as well. Yeah, and the flavor. If you smell, it smells like almost like wheat, but it's not.
Almost like wheat, but it has that nutty smell as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we have our chia seeds. Now we have two types of granola. Actually, we have one that has the chia seeds and one that does not. Because some people find that the chia seeds, you're actually supposed to soak the one that has the chia seeds, because chia seeds need a little moisture to bloom. So when you're eating it raw on its own, it feels like sand. It's very coarse on your teeth. That's because of the chia seeds. So as I'm selling to my customer, I always tell them, do you want the one with chia seeds or the one without?
Yes.
People have a preference when it comes to chia seeds. Yeah.
All right. And we have, this is what I was waiting for.
The dry fruits. Dry fruits. Now, the dry fruits has also been challenging to me because of getting them, especially in wholesale, and properly done. Because sometimes when you get the ones from the supermarket, you find they smell a bit stale. It means they've stayed for too long.
They're really fresh.
Yeah, they're very fresh. I prefer that. So that has been a challenge for me, getting the dry fruit. So currently I'm sourcing them from 2 different vendors. Yeah.
Well, and let me ask, if someone cannot get this, because sometimes people come from different locations,
Yes.
or where maybe they might not get this, or getting to have this is very difficult.
Yeah.
What other alternative can they use?
Fresh fruit. Your fruit on season. I mean, there are times when bananas, mangoes, like now when the mango season, you substitute. Yeah, with what is available.
Okay, but
For me, it's what was available at the time and what I can get from time to time, though it can be challenging sometimes, but it's what is available for me. Yeah.
All right, but this is good. I usually love.
So I do use 2 different types of raisins in the mix. I think you can see that I use the yellow ones and the black. And the black ones,
yes,
and the brown ones. People don't know that they're actually different types of raisins. They're like 6 different types.
Okay.
Yeah.
So these ones are.
These are the golden raisins. They
Yes.
tend to be more sweet. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's what adds the sweetness as well, along with the molasses to the granola.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really nice, because I've tasted it. It was really good.
Yeah.
Right. So this is what we have in this. All this.
Yes. I wanted to show you what I sweeten it with.
Okay.
The molasses. You do know what molasses is?
Yes.
It's a byproduct from the sugar making process. You can see how sticky
Yeah,
and
it's
gooey it is.
yeah, it's very sticky. It's very sticky. Let me get this.
So it's what I've used in the moringa to help it bind and to stick and to give the sweetness.
Yes.
Yeah. It's an alternative to honey.
An alternative to honey.
Yeah.
And can someone say they're going to boil sugar and
No.
then use it?
No, I don't think it would work the same.
Okay. All right. So this is one type of value addition that we've seen.
Yeah.
That is, you're including all these things and then you're putting them there. Really good. And this is something that someone can use in the morning,
Yeah.
at any time.
I actually highly recommend. You can make your smoothies or your overnight oats with the granola, and that way you're getting so much more nutrients.
Right. Okay, so this is the hibiscus that you had dried.
Yes,
You
this
can
is the dry
move.
flowers.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know if I told you my inspiration for the hibiscus itself.
No, you didn't.
It started when I was a child. My fascination of this red fruit that was being eaten, this red flower. Like, I couldn't understand why people are eating flowers. So, and anytime I would see my mom drinking a cup of the hibiscus, I wanted it. So it's always been on my mind. And now that I'm older and I can do things myself, I went out and got the hibiscus.
Okay.
That's what made me start. And also learning that hibiscus helps with blood pressure. It has helped my family members as well with their blood pressure,
Okay.
the hormonal imbalance and all that. So I take it, it's very personal to me because I've used it myself after giving birth. It really helped me and my problems. Yeah.
That's really, really educational, because you see, at the end of the day, as much as we're speaking about value addition, we are also looking at the other value that
Yes.
it brings to health.
So many health benefits with the hibiscus. It aids with, helps with the bloating and the cramping. It literally washes the uterus. So it helps when a woman is on her monthlies. If she could take a cup of hibiscus every day, it would save her a lot of problems.
Really nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you so much for that. And now we're going to move towards this side, right?
Yes.
Let's move to this side and look at other different. Of course, we had you mentioned about the fermentation, the fermented hibiscus.
Yeah.
So give us a little bit about the process of fermentation, what goes into that, and what we look at, especially when it comes to fermentation, so that at least someone can learn something.
Okay, when it comes to fermentation, there are some key factors that one needs to look at when you're preparing your ingredients and what helps in fermentation, what aids in fermentation. Other than hibiscus being a plant protein, when I add it with these other ingredients here, like the pineapple skin, aids in fermenting the drink. So it's all natural. I don't add anything. Ginger is also a good probiotic and helps with the fermentation, the natural fermentation of things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So What goes into now the process? How do you start?
I start by washing the hibiscus flowers. Yeah, like I said, other than me having my hibiscus myself, I do source them from time to time from different vendors, and sometimes they can be dirty and sandy. So I start by washing and cleaning all my produce, including the pineapple skin, because I do use it in making the drink.
Okay.
Yeah. After washing and cleaning, I need to sort, weigh my ingredients, measure everything, including the water, and I slow cook everything. Like I told you, I do it the kienyeji way.
Slow cook.
So I slow cook everything. Even if it takes me 2, 3, 4 hours, the better. Yeah.
Okay. And now, for the pineapple skin, do you cut it into small? Do you grate it, or you just put it the way it is?
No, just the way I have displayed it here. I wash the pineapple first before I cut it. Then I cut it into small bits like this to enable it to boil when it's boiling with the flowers and the water, so that it's incorporated, all its juices. Yeah.
And also we have ginger as well.
Yeah. We have ginger. Ginger also helps with the fermentation. And other than being good for your immune system and all that, the juices from the ginger aids. They mix together with the pineapple skin. You have a beautiful brew, to be honest.
And also we have the orange, right?
Yeah, you have orange and lemon.
And lemon.
Yeah, or depending on the citrus that you have in season. Yeah.
So you boil them together?
Yes, I do.
You boil them.
Yes.
All right. So after the boiling has happened and it's done, maybe let's say 3 hours or 4 hours. What is the next process?
The next process is let it cool. You need to let it cool completely before you add any sweetener of your choice. In my case, I do molasses or cane sugar, depending on the preference of my customers. Yeah.
So after it has cooled down, the fermentation has happened?
No. Fermentation hasn't happened.
Yes.
I store them in the desired bottles or the canters, and I leave it in a warm place, a warm room that I've dedicated to my fermentation. And I do add the SCOBY after it has cooled completely. Yeah.
And so how long are we looking at after now cooling down, adding it into your desired type of bottle or where you'd want to store it? After how long are we looking at the fermentation now being that thing that keeps you excited to taste?
Okay, for me, I've always joked about it. Traditionally, they say I have a brewer's hand. Meaning I could brew something for you overnight.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So it doesn't matter with the maybe...
It's just how you handle it, how you handle your product. Because easily you can ferment something overnight, like 2 days. Yeah.
So let's say we've done it today. We've boiled all this together. We've put them together. We've let it cool. We put them in a bottle.
Yeah.
So by tomorrow morning, it should have fermented.
But let's say tomorrow afternoon.
Tomorrow afternoon. So maybe 24 hours after.
Yeah, it can start the fermentation process. Yeah.
So what happens if someone says, okay, I'm gonna leave it for like a week?
Oh, bro, you need to check on it. You'll find it's exploded somewhere. You need to check on it.
Okay. Yeah. All right, very well explained. I mean, these are things that, value addition is very, very, it's an important part, especially in the agriculture value chain, because at the end of the day, someone harvests their products, it stays there, it doesn't go to the market, and then you find that it stays there and goes bad.
Yeah.
So value addition is something very, very important. So you can tell us a bit about what you've learned when it comes to value addition and what it means when someone gets into the value addition kind of business.
One thing that I've learned is to be patient. It's okay to be ambitious, but not too ambitious. You can overstep. Like, you make so much stock thinking you're going to sell it all this weekend and it doesn't happen. You also need to be realistic about some things when you're making your products and all that. You need to look at your finances and how things are flowing. Like, where are you going? Where are you taking these products if you don't sell them at this particular venue, where else are you going to take them? How long will they last?
Okay.
Knowing you're not using preservatives and all that, you need to look at such things before you decide or before you jump into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've spoken about finances. When it comes to finances, like for a business like the one that you have, what can you say about what amount of money can someone maybe put aside and say, okay, this one is going to help me as I start?
To be honest with you, it doesn't take much to start. It depends on your discipline and where you're getting your supplies from. Because like a business like mine, I started with 20,000 shillings. Yeah, and still it was a struggle, but it's very possible. Yeah, you just need discipline. You need discipline. You need to be patient to learn from others. Don't be quick to judge because you think you know better. That's where most people go wrong. Yeah.
All right. And the value addition market in Kenya, I know you mentioned about it earlier, but now let's look at it also in terms of how it's growing, maybe the farmers, and also how it's growing this sector of value addition. What would you say? Because now you've stayed in the business for like 3 years. You've been doing this. What are some of the lessons that you've gotten to learn, especially when it comes to how to approach the market, how you still stay afloat in the market, and what can be improved?
Okay. Right now in the market, there's so many pop-up markets. And I think that is why other markets are now stagnating, to be honest. So every other person wants to put their product out there. And another thing that people are getting wrong is imitation. They keep on imitating. Like, be creative with your own ideas so that you can run with it, with your own creativity. So with people fighting for space in markets as well, it gives also very little chance for people to grow out there. And then we don't have enough support from government. They only choose a selected few who they're going to support.
Right, so we can still move and look at and don't leave these products alone by themselves.
No.
Yeah. So in terms of growth and in terms of other different products that maybe you'd want to try when it comes to value addition, what is it that you'd want to also get into? Leave alone hibiscus, leave alone, granola. Yes.
The best way I can answer that question is I hope to see my drink on every other table other than a Coca-Cola.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it.
Yeah, a healthier,
a healthier table, a healthier
alternative,
Yes.
A healthier lifestyle.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So also on value addition, because now that you're speaking about the healthy aspect and the healthy part of value addition, what are some of the things that farmers or businesses who are into this are doing that you think they need to change, especially when it comes to handling of products, when it comes to handling of farmers, because there are people who are doing this but they source their
things from outside.
Their things from farmers. Yes.
I think what would help really is on the farmers' part, it's all about the fluctuation of money. On the farmers' part, they can't really do much. They're doing their best, from what I know, because I also am a farmer. We're doing our best. So when it comes to money, the money aspect of it is where people are struggling. Yeah.
And in terms of culture and value addition in Kenya, and where we are going as a country, because most of these things are usually there when you have tourists, is when you get such gatherings are there, maybe during weekends, and maybe they're not done as much. So are we moving to a place where we can say this is something that people are embracing, or still it's still new to us?
We're growing, but for some people, like I said, majority have never tasted hibiscus before. So we're still growing, and hopefully as my product grows, we get to educate more and more people about it.
Okay.
And about our culture as well.
All right. And even as you are in this business and you have, done all this that you've done, what are some of the challenges, leave alone getting to the market, some of the challenges that you've gotten to experience? Have you ever fermented maybe hibiscus and it never really gave out the taste that you wanted?
Yeah, I've had those.
And how was that? How was that for you?
You feel discouraged. But I always remind myself that, you know what, it's still your product. You can still work on it, make it better. It's part of the learning experience. It's part of your journey. It's not that you messed up. You're just learning. So that's how I looked at it. Yeah, I've had very many ups and downs. I've had a case where I bought faulty bottles and the tops weren't snapping, and I had orders the next day. Such setbacks. But with it, I've also learned to grow gracefully and just calm down, have peace. Yeah. Take it gracefully.
Take it gracefully.
Yeah.
So, and now that you deal with hibiscus as a farmer by yourself, you plant them by yourself, you grow them by yourself. When it comes to them not giving you the yield that you wanted at the end of the season, how is that as well? Because, as farmers, you can get challenges with the weather, challenges with how different products are growing. So have you ever encountered that, and what went into that, and how did you even sustain that period that maybe you had the challenge?
I have experienced that before, and I always do tell my customers, like, this particular hibiscus is from Western, and if at the given time I have to source it from somewhere else, I always inform my customers. Yeah, and there's a bottle there. I wanted to show you the difference of the hibiscus from different places. Maybe you can take a look.
Okay. You can take a look.
So this one is pure red in color. This one is from Western Kenya.
Okay.
Then you can see how dark this one is.
Okay, this is darker than
It's
this.
very dark. This is from South Sudan.
Oh.
So I got the hibiscus flowers from South Sudan. That's why it's this dark. And now this one I got from Meru. So they're all hibiscus, but they're all different.
So this one is super dark.
Super dark. That's South Sudan.
Underline Sudan.
That's Sudan.
Yes.
That's from Sudan. And this one is from Western Kenya. And then this one is from Meru. Yeah, and you can get to taste them all. They're all different.
Okay. So when it comes to a farmer who is in this particular type of business, so what you're advising is, for example, if your yield is not what you wanted at the end of the day, and you've gotten some setbacks, you can also source from other different
people
places.
in the same business as you. That's why I'm saying don't look far from home. Yeah.
Okay. I'll get to test this as well, and just get to understand what, especially the South Sudan one, since it's a bit darker.
Yeah.
All right. This is interesting. So when it comes to maybe something that has not, especially spread across the Kenyan market, like products that maybe can be made into different other fruits that can be dried, because we've seen the dry fruit. You as a value addition person, would you advise maybe someone to dry tomatoes, to dry other different, just drying and also doing value addition on products that maybe we wouldn't think about?
Yes, I would. Like the instant fermented porridge is one of those foods that's used during times of hunger, and it can last in your cupboard for up to 2 years. Yeah, so I would encourage the drying of foods for food safety, storages. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So before we are done, you can tell us where people can find you, your social media platforms, and where they can also get the products that you have.
Okay, we're online based. We can deliver anywhere, any day, anytime. We're located in Nairobi. You can find us at the Organic Farmers Market on weekends, on Saturdays and Sundays. We do occasional other pop-up markets, but we do post that on our social handles, which is Sweet Treat at 254 on Instagram. Yeah.
Right, Sweet Treat.
Sweet Treat 254.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us today. I mean, we've gotten to learn a lot, especially I am very fascinated with the fermentation, the fermented hibiscus. I would like to really taste that and get to understand what it's all about. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, there you have it from Inez and myself. We've been doing culture and value addition on different farm products, and I believe we've gotten to learn something today. I mean, all this that we were doing, the granola, making of granola, and all this value addition that we've been able to go through today. All right, let's meet next time right here on Farm Kenya on KTN. My name is Kelvin Nekundi.
Kuwa na uhakika sasa, kuulea mustakabali wa baadaye. Tufanye kazi pamoja na tukue pamoja.